comes, both us, everybody else. And the kind of thing that happened in Biafra where dissent, any dissent was considered a saboteur. Okay? You might get to a point where you will be telling them, just go on, while we can negotiate here, get something for ourselves in Abuja. I can tell you, these guys are no fools. At some point, they will look at you too and know that you're actually part of the problem.
That was Charles Soludo, 2016, before he became governor. And under him, things have changed so much in the southeast, especially in Anambra State. So, what do you make of Charles Soludo, the intellectual who became a governor, and then whether he was able to identify the issues he identified as an intellectual? Now that he's in power, he has opportunities to correct things, and he hasn't.
Well, Soludo is just your typical Nigerian intellectual, and I include myself in that tribe. All talk, all sizzle, and no suya. No onion self. They just say all the right things, and then when it gets to their turn, they make things worse. So, it's very sad because if you go to Nigeria, the typical person is not necessarily asking for their own kingdom. They just want to live in peace. They want to thrive. If you go to Benin City, there's a place called Phone City. Anything that's wrong with your gadget, just take it there, they will fix it. Yeah, you understand? Same thing with Lagos. There's a place called Computer Village. So, and then in Igbo land, there's Igbo land. The people go home, they build nice places. You go there, just like Ewu. You go to Ewu, that people want to live in peace. I have a friend whose father was shot, executed for no reason. He was a professor. He was executed for no reason. There are basic things that people like Soludo have refused to put in place: security, safety, and security, and all of that. That's nothing to do with having your own Biafra. We have failed our people, and Soludo has to accept responsibility for it, along with everybody else. There's no reason to have a Biafra if people are being executed and shot and killed, and as is currently happening. So we have to have those conversations. We have to hold these folks accountable for the mess that they have created. It's not only in Igbo land, in Edo State, it's not safe. People were just concerned about my safety because I didn't stay in hotels. I was just out on the streets. You saw me on Facebook. It was not safe. You feel the insecurity. It's palpable. And there he is, just mouthing off. His children are abroad with mine, living their best lives. Beautiful children. I saw Soludo's son talking about his designer bags and stuff. So he's full of it. And that's very it's more than annoying. It's upsetting. That he has his children and his spouse and whatever out in Western countries living their best lives while he's pretending to run a wreck of a country. Yeah.
What about Nnamdi Kanu? What do you make of what is going on with his case and the Nigerian state?
There is absolutely no reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. It's in a democracy. I mean, what has he done wrong? Then just deal with it, and if he's guilty, let him serve his term. He's been in jail. He's been in detention or whatever it is for at least 5 years now, right?
About that.
Yeah. Why is he still there? What has he done that is so bad that we can't just come to conclusion about it? He's at the best guilty of running his mouth. Why is he still there? They should free him. Let him go to his family. There's no reason for him to be there where other loudmouths are just running around running the country. Now, Nnamdi Kanu needs to be freed like yesterday.
All right. Just as a part of entertainment, but something very serious, which we don't have time to get. I know you have to go. I want to play this video. That's the final thing I will do, and then I will get you to weigh in a way. So I'll find it, and please bear with me. It's important that sometimes we look at. Yeah, okay, I got it. Let's see.
It's Asa from the beats.
So say weekend international TV, international money laundry, international TV, international land grabber, international TV, international TV, international TV, international money laundry, international TV, international land grabber, international TV. The property for Florida, then go collect am. If he ever try to go America, then go arrest him. In Nigeria, no be America, then go jail him. So already we can go do why service. He attack him. He even say if to say na he be Tinubu, he go buy him. So already sleep, na so we can go tap him. He wake up. Jourena Pupara, Jourena, oh, the Mumu, PDP governor, international TV, international land grabber, international TV, international TV, international TV, international money launderer, international TV.
So, Ikhide, I know that in the Second Republic, First Republic, do we have? Did you guys? I know you're 28. Did you guys have people like Wike in the political scene that time?
Well, you have to remember people like let me see, Okotiebo were shot for 1,000th of the infractions of these politicians. Today's politicians are incredibly lucky. They are doing things that got people killed over and over and over again. You know, T.Y. Danjuma, who is now a criminal and a thug and a thief, shot southern politicians for less than this. So I don't know. I think that they are beneficiaries of the apathy of the Nigerian citizenry. People, if you're on the streets in Lagos, people don't really care. They just see politics as business. They don't really, they don't really take these people seriously. We can just considered an entertainer who's made a lot of money. We don't, but in those days, you're right. They would have been shot for their crimes, and these people have committed a lot of crimes against Nigerians. I mean, look at the current accusations against Wike by Showore about all those homes that they have. Wike is not the only one. All of them. They all. I mean, you and I are here. You know, look. There's a sense in which we are all tainted. We have friends there. They come. They bring their children to stay with us. Am I lying? You know, no. I will put them in all the best schools and stuff and all that. But in public, we fight each other. But we are the same tribe. So Showore himself knows we are all the same tribe. You know, I know. I can mention names. So unfortunately, there's going to be a reckoning. And it will be bloody, I think. It will just be bloody. I don't see how else we can get out of this.
Do you think Florida would do something, the petition they sent to
No. I mean, I mean, if you are familiar with, of course, the laws of this country, there's no there's no crime really. They don't see a crime that's been shall we say executed. What's the crime? And from America's standpoint, we're not talking about a whole lot of money. Some houses, they're not going to waste their time, trying to trace money. It's not American money that was laundered. It is Nigerian money that was laundered, right? So, and it will be hard to prove. And it's not what the time of the prosecutors or the attorney generals or to go into it. They will just look at it. How much? $1 million here, $2 million here. It's like 0% of the state's budget. You know how that works. It's not. Shawara knows. He's just doing it for theater and to embarrass as they should, to embarrass Wike.